Let's bring the hair down. I don't need to worry about hair getting in the way while I'm playing video games. Yeah, this is a different stream. Not playing video games today. I played earlier. And we're probably going to play Metro after the stream, actually. I'm going to hop back into Metro. Like I said, I'd probably do another stream later today. Today, actually, what we're doing... I'm going to talk about my Nintendo Switch collection. I have a lot of Switch games. I know there are a lot of people out there who have a lot more Switch games than I do. There are some people out there who have every Switch game. But I don't. But I have some interesting ones. As well as some, obviously, some ones you gotta have. Also playing a bit of DJ here. We got music going because there's no background music for anything. Hold on, let me do some distributions here. Distributions is just me texting Coleman and saying, "Yo, I'm streaming." So I've got some interesting games. I've got some collectibles. And we're gonna go over them. If we've got any song suggestions, please let me know, because I'm trying to make some music happen here. I'm probably just gonna cycle through Molchadoma right now, because Molchadoma fucks. Molchadoma is fantastic. So we're gonna wait a second here, and we're gonna get into it. I just had a nice plate of spaghetti. A plate of spaghetti for dinner. Now I got a Dr. Pepper here. And we're vibing, we're chilling. I don't know how many Switch games I have. I'm gonna count them, actually, right now. $79. I've got 79 physical Switch games. Of course, I've got a ton more digitally on my Nintendo Switch here, my Chicken Tandy Switch. What do we got here? That's my Nintendo Switch. You can have a little peek at the screen there if you'd like. Boom. Nintendo Switch is probably my favorite gaming console of all time. To be honest. This thing is so cool. It's so innovative. It's built terribly. Nintendo did an awful job making this thing. However, the concept is fantastic. Gonna clean it up a little bit. The concept is fantastic. The games, oh my god, this thing's kind of fucked up. Oh, okay, well, you can just come off. The games are phenomenal. This thing's fantastic. I don't know why you'd want to do anything, play anything else. Let's go. We got Coleman in chat. Fantastic. I don't know why you'd want to play a video game on anything else other than Nintendo Switch. That's not true. I could totally understand why you'd want to play something on something other than the Switch. The Switch has its setbacks for sure. It's built like garbage. Every piece of this thing is garbage. However, best system I've ever owned. My favorite system of all time. I got one of these boys. And I got the Switch Lite as well. And behind me, you can sort of see it. Plus some dirty laundry, dirty dishes and shit. Animal Crossing Switch in a display case. It doesn't. You don't use that one. That's like the living room carpet. The kids aren't allowed to step on it. No one's allowed to use that. I don't know if that's a normal thing. My Baba would not let us step on the carpet in her living room in her house. I don't know if other people do that. But anyway, that's the Nintendo Switch. Love the Nintendo Switch. Favorite thing on earth. I can't wait to buy another one. It's gonna happen. So I think we're ready to go. 79 Switch games total. Physical is what I've got. There are a couple doubles. Um, some are sealed. Some are foreign. And we're going to go over them right now. If there's any music suggestions, please fire them off. Otherwise, we're just going to vibe to some Molchadoma. So we're doing this alphabetically. Because, of course, I keep the games alphabetical. So that means we're starting off with one of the best games in the Switch library, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Fantastic inside art. Very nice to see. I have like 400 or 500 hours in this game. I'm not too sure. I still play it every single day. There was a couple weeks where I fell off and I stopped playing every day. But I play every day now at this point still. If only for 5 or 10 minutes. So that's one of the favorites. I actually haven't decided where I'm going to put these when I'm done talking about them. I guess it just is. Put them over there. Next up, this is a weird one. Might be a little weird. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition and Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. So this is the original Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Nothing on the inside. Very disappointing. Want. We don't like to see that. I've played maybe half an hour of the first Baldur's Gate. I wanted this in my collection because I feel like these will be hard to find in the future. And I've never played Baldur's Gate, but I've heard phenomenal things about Baldur's Gate. I've heard some of the best top-down RPGs of all time, basically. So I had to have these guys in the collection. I didn't purchase this, actually. My friend and ex-coworker, colleague, Ethan, purchased this for my birthday. My last birthday, my 22nd birthday recently. So that's very cool. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 Enhanced Edition. We love to see that. Next up, Coleman's going to be jazzed about this one. I'm sure he's going to lose his mind. The Binding of Isaac, of course. Afterbirth Plus. I mean, like a pioneer of the roguelike genre, alright? Of course, we have the story of what happened to Isaac on the inside. Love to see it. That's fantastic. It even comes with this little booklet. Who did these? Nicalis, Nicholas. I know people pronounce it differently. Their games that come physical tend to have these books that kind of cover some shit. Hints on how to avoid your mom. I need those quite a lot, actually. So yeah, that's cool. You love to see a book coming with a Switch game because it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. But we got it here. Binding of Isaac. This is a must-have for the Nintendo Switch, if you ask me. Maybe not physically, but digitally a great option. You keep it downloaded, and man, the thing just... You just have it all the time. You play it 5-10 minutes. It's awesome. It's fantastic. I think I just unmuted my phone. Hold on. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a must-have. You got a Nintendo Switch, you gotta have Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Also, I forgot something. Hold on. One moment, please. One moment, please. I'm in my sweats, baby. Let's go. Alright, back to the situation at hand. Back to the conversation of video games. Next up, what do we got? Next up, we got Bloodstained. Curse of the Moon. We got Rachel in chat. We love to see it. Oh my god. We love to see it. We got Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. This is the first LRG release that we've got in the collection here. Not my first, just the first one we're covering. This is a spiritual successor to the original Nintendo Castlevania game. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's basically the same thing with different characters. It's like the same kind of game. It plays identical. Of course, in LRG, typical LRG fashion, we'll see a booklet as well. In here, usually you just get a little bit of art. Like some fucking disgusting, nasty man. Look at this awful man. We don't like this man. Just terrible. Good game though. like most of these games, I've probably only played. Well, this one I probably played a couple hours of, but most of the games I have in my collection, I've actually not played very much of. Like the next one, Bomb Chicken. Also a limited run release. I'm a bird man. I like birds. I see a chicken, I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Not a fan of this game one bit though. On the inside, again, typical LRG fashion, we get a manual and we get some inside art. There's like some kind of KFC memes happening here. Basically, you're a chicken and you're trying to escape the KFC facilities. But the mechanics suck. The game controls like shit. You kill yourself all the time. Not a fan of Bomb Chicken at all. In fact, very much dislike Bomb Chicken. But it's LRG, so it's in the collection. Gotta keep the LRG in the collection. Next up, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. With most first-party Nintendo games, there's inner art, but usually it's just telling you how to play in lieu of an actual instruction manual, which is super lame. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, this guy's got Mario Odyssey levels, but other than that, basically a port of the Wii U game. How do I feel about this game? I love Captain Toad. Do I love Captain Toad on the Switch? Not so much. Captain Toad was built very clearly as a Wii U game, and it's only good as a Wii U game. With porting it to the Switch, you lose out on gyro controls, as well as microphone controls, which this game uses excessively. So instead of using a touchscreen, which you can use a touchscreen if you're playing in handheld mode, but if you're playing in on the TV, which I do recommend you do with this game if you are going to play it, because it's the visuals are breathtaking. I think it's a very gorgeous game. The colors are striking. If you're playing it on the TV, you have to use gyro pointer to click on things, and it just gets messy. It's a little convoluted. It's not great. I don't like it. So Captain Toad, nice to have it on Switch. Is it fantastic on Switch? No. If you're one of the 1.5 million people who have a Wii U, I'm pretty sure the numbers are higher than that. Pick up Captain Toad on the Wii U and play it because it's good. Next up, Cave Story, baby. Another Nicalis game. No booklet in here, unfortunately. I bought this one used, so there's a good chance there was a booklet, and the person that sold it didn't kept it basically. But we do have reversible artwork in the front or inside. So we got the boy character. I've got the one with the girl character. Cave Story Plus it is. Second print Cave Story. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And that's probably maybe why there's no manual in here or booklet, because it's second print. But great game, Cave Story. Goddamn, Cave Story started out like 15 years ago as a Flash game on Newgrounds, and now it's on the Switch. Great game. I've only played about 2 hours of it, but I enjoyed what I played, and obviously when I'm old and gray, dying in a lazy boy chair, I will finish this game. First run came with a soundtrack and manual. Dang! I'm really missing out. Oh well. Next, another LRG release. Rachel is going to be pleased to see this guy in the hands. Coleman might get a little sad. Celeste. LRG release, of course. Gorgeous artwork. You can't really tell, but the heart and the name is metallic, so it's got a sheen to it, and it shines nice. Of course, Matt Makes Games on the back. You open it up, a big, fat, fucking juicy book, baby. A nice booklet with, instructions and items and artwork. Really nice art in there. And gorgeous artwork on the inside. Also, there's also metallic sheen to this, so it does shine really nice. I think I'm like 75% of the way through the main game. Rachel's got some weird emojis, always with the weird emojis in the chat. I'm about 75% of the way done the game, I believe. This is going to be one that I hop in sooner rather than later to finish, because I absolutely love this game, and I can't wait to see how it ends. So that's Celeste. Big fan. Next up, we have the North American Collection of Mana. Excuse me. This is a compilation of Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, and Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana recently got a full remastered release on the Switch. Secret of Mana had a remastered on the PS4, which is still rumored, I think, to come to the Switch. And then Final Fantasy Adventure, I don't think ever got North American release outside of this. I could be wrong about that, but I believe this is the first time it ever came out in North America. Which, of course, it's called Final Fantasy Adventure, but if you know Square Enix and their naming conventions, they're off the fucking rails. They're all over the place. It's ridiculous. But it's basically the first Secret of Mana game. So that's what you got here. On the inside, of course, a nice warranty slip. And then gorgeous reversible artwork. Yeah, that is just... I'm going to pull it out because this side... Oh my god. Look at it. That is a gorgeous piece of art. Absolutely stunning. I'm pretty sure I finished Final Fantasy Adventure. Yeah. Did I start on Secret of Mana? I may have. No, I was playing Secret of Mana on my Super Nintendo. Either way, Secret of Mana is great. If the Secret of Mana remaster ever comes to the Switch, I will pick up both that and Trials of Mana. I'm only interested in having it if I can have all of them on Switch, but Collection of Mana, very cool to see. Next up, another one for Coleman here. Darkest Dungeon. Can't even freaking see it. Darkest Dungeon. This is the collector's edition. On the inside, basically just a pamphlet. I can hardly fucking read it. It's black on black. It's impossible to read. And some artwork on the inside. It's a pretty nice artwork. Darkest Dungeon I played for like 20 minutes. And I was like, oh yeah, this would be way better on Switch. Or on PC, rather. This would be way better on PC. So, I haven't played it since. And I intend to play it on PC eventually. And it'll probably show up on the channel at some point as well. On stream. I'll probably play this on stream eventually. So, very cool. Love this one. I don't know if I love it, but it's cool to have. Next we have a fancy one here. We got a fancy, flashy, fun one. And I gotta pull out one of my sealed ones for this. We've got 2 copies of Darksiders War Mastered Edition. This is the first Darksiders. This is the port to the Switch. And the reason I have 2 of them is when you flip them to the side. This one is a misprint. There's no red anywhere. The logo's not red. The spine's not red. It's just straight black. So this one's still sealed. And it's going to stay sealed. It's going to remain sealed basically forever, probably. Unless I ever sell it. I bought this originally first. This is only like a $30 game. I bought this with the intention of keeping it sealed. That's why I bought it. It was a misprint. I wanted it as a misprint, and I bought it. But it wasn't on my shelf with my Switch games, and I didn't like that. I didn't like owning a game and not having it with my other games. Because then, it's a misrepresentation of what I've got. And I also didn't like owning a game that I couldn't play. And I wanted to play it. I've never played Darksiders. I wanted to play it. So then, of course, I bought another copy. And this is just a standard release. On the inside, there's fuck all. Typical fashion of THQ Nordic. Ugh. THQ Nordic is great. They have good games. But this is... I actually don't like this game. I don't like this game very much, if I'm honest. Kind of boring. I'd rather play God of War, to be honest. I might have to give it another shot, but I wasn't really interested in this one. Put Seal Boy over there. Next up, now this one might turn, might turn some heads, make you question a couple things, because we got Darksiders 2, the Definitive Edition, and you might be wondering, why did you buy Darksiders 2 if you didn't like Darksiders 1? Because I could. There's nothing in there. I haven't even played this. I bought it because I had the first one. It's dirt cheap. I have probably paid $20 for this, not even. I probably paid $15 for this, actually, if I think about it. I probably paid $15 for this. So, who gives a shit? You put it on the shelf. You got another game. Looks good. Looks good on the shelf. Literally haven't played it. I saw no reason to boot it up because I didn't finish the first one. This is a direct sequel. What am I going to boot it up for? Who needs that? Who cares? Next up, another one I'm not a great fan of. Dark Souls Remastered. There's schmutz on it. I bought this off of somebody who was selling it. And then I played it for like 5 minutes. And I got to the first boss. And because I don't pay attention when I'm playing games, I just kind of start playing them. I died. I died and I kept fucking dying. Slaggy69, hello, welcome to chat. You say, GOAT game. I'm not gonna argue with you. Personally, just not a game I enjoy. Partly my fault the first time. Afterwards, a couple months later after I bought it, I picked it up again. And I played. We got Dark Souls best game, Regretful Expert. Second boss is Goat Boss. I don't know what the second boss is. I maybe got to it, I maybe didn't. I played it, I got into it, I actually paid attention to what I was supposed to do. And then I still wasn't enjoying it. So, frankly, not my cup of tea. I think it's aged rather poorly, to be honest. We do have inside art, as well as warranty information, which I don't really like that, but it's better than blank. Dark Souls 2 is better. Top tier looter shooter. What in the world? I don't know if I don't think Dark Souls 2 is a looter shooter. Next up, probably one of my favorite roguelikes. We got Dead Cells. This one comes with a nice art book. Nice art book in there. That's pretty cool. Love to see that. Boom. Big art. You love seeing an art book. Also has some really nice inside artwork. That's really cool. Dark Souls 2 was a looter shooter and Dark Souls 3 ended up being a roguelike Tetris simulator. Well, that frankly sounds inaccurate, but I haven't played them, so I'll have to take your word for it. Dead Cells is very good. That's what I have to say about it. It's very good. I probably have like 28, 25, 30 hours in this game. I like this. Great game. Big fan of this game. The platforming is good. I think the combat is really satisfying. So great game. Dead Cells, they just came out with a DLC fairly recently, which I did pick up. I have not played it yet. I don't know too much about it, but Dead Cells, very cool. Dead Cells is good, but problematic. What about it is problematic? The final boss drops a hard N-word when you kill him. I actually don't believe you even in the slightest. I can't say that that's the truth. Next up, we got Diablo 3, Eternal Collection. Prior to owning this, of course no inside art, it's bullshit. Prior to owning this, I did not, I've never played a Dark Souls, I've never played a Diablo game. This was my first foray with Diablo. And I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. I probably played maybe 10 hours of this before I picked up something else, and I enjoyed this quite frankly. Diablo 3 is the Dead Cells of the Avenged universe for sure. All right. You know, can't say that Diablo 3 went downhill after they removed the real money auction house. I've heard of that. And people kind of sort of ruined the game because they were just grinding up for real money. And yeah, I don't know anything about that. I play offline. So, have you played Breath of Fire 5? I haven't. I don't take a lot of interest in games like Breath of Fire, unfortunately. Next up, we have one that I have mixed feelings about, and that is Donut County. Literally nothing on the inside. And I'll tell you why that pisses me off. This is a $50 game with a 1 hour runtime. You beat this game in an hour, maybe 45 minutes, if you just finish it. Donut County is a phone game. But they put it on Switch, and it costs about $5 on Switch eShop. But then a physical came out, and being the collector that I am, knowing there's a physical, I couldn't buy the digital when I could buy the physical. So I dropped $50 on the Donut County physical, and I can't tell you how disappointed I am that I spent $50 on this game. That is 1 hour long. Granted, I should have done my research and realized that it was a 1 hour game, but I didn't. Although I really like the cover art, so I don't hate it too much. It's part of the collection. It's nice to have. You're drinking Dr. Pepper too. I don't know, man. I guess you have better taste in games than me. That's pretty cool. Is that a limited run? No. Donut County is not limited run. This is published by I Am 8-Bit. Not limited run. Next up, we have... This is a Chinese import. This is the Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 port, I guess. They're just ports. Actually, what they are is ports of the mobile version of the game. Of course, there's no inside artwork here. This was just a piece for the collection. I probably won't play these. I might play 3, but I don't think I'm going to play 1 and 2 ever. This was just to put in the collection. Yeah. The spine uses a different font than North American copies of the game, which I don't like, but you can't buy it in North America, so. Next up, we have Escapists 1 and 2. I don't like these games. I think these are games better suited for the PC. These are not games to play on the Switch. You play these games on PC. Playing these games with controls. Playing these games with a controller doesn't feel right. If you're gonna play these games, you gotta play them on PC. First one has some inside art there, and like the tiniest booklet. There's like 3 pages. The first one I actually bought because it's a limited run. So this one's limited run. So that's why I bought this one. And then Escapist 2, I bought this one because I had the first one. And we do have inside artwork, but it's just like the main cover art, and then it's covered with warranty shit, which is not tight. But yeah, basically the same thing as the first one. Play it on PC. Don't play it on Switch. Now this one, FIFA 18, baby. FIFA 18. I bought this because it was $5. And I gotta say, FIFA on Switch is pretty good. FIFA on Switch is half decent, actually. Yeah, I don't know. This is the only sports game the only legitimate sports game I think I've ever purchased. Of course, I buy like the Mario Tennis games and stuff like that. But FIFA 18, the only sports game I ever bought, probably ever. It's fine. It's not terrible. Next up, we have Final Fantasy X and 10-2 HD Remaster. We have no inside artwork. A couple pamphlets. To download codes and shit like that. I played like 15 hours of 10. Didn't get to 10-2. I enjoyed it. This was my first real dive into Final Fantasy, actually. And I do intend to finish these games. Or finish the first one. Finish 10. And then finish 10-2 later on. Next up, we have a fun one. Fishing Star World Tour. Made by Axis. The graphics in this game remind me a lot of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Pikachu. Pretty charming, so I picked it up. I was really dying for a Switch game. You use the Joy-Cons and you reel it in for a fishing game. And that was a fun one. Is that a hentai game? No, it's rated E for everyone. It's fishing. You reel in fish. Not a hentai game by any means. It's fish. We got fish. Big fish on the inside. So that's good to see. Next up, Fire Emblem Three Houses. I don't like Fire Emblem. I didn't like Fire Emblem when I played on the 3DS. I don't like Fire Emblem on the Switch. I like Fire Emblem on the GBA. I was told that this Fire Emblem was the closest thing to GBA Fire Emblem, and I didn't enjoy it. Hentai Sniper Middle East Switch port. We gotta get that. Inside art, though. A lot of characters. You show off all the characters, I guess. And then Byleth, I suppose. Next up, we got Hollow Knight. Now, Hollow Knight, this is a fantastic release. I think this was... No, this wasn't Fangamer's first release. I believe Undertale was Fangamer's first physical release. Hollow Knight, I originally had no interest in because I didn't think I would like the art style. We got a coupon shit and Hollow Knight instruction manual as well. Nice booklet in there. And some inside artwork. I didn't think I was going to like Hollow Knight. And then I picked it up. Basically, a friend was like, "You just get it and play it." And then I played it and I really liked it. I love Hollow Knight. I can't wait for Silk Song to come out. Hopefully that one will have a physical as well. Big fan of Hollow Knight. Gorgeous artwork too. Next up, we have Iconoclasts. This is another LRG release, so that's really nice. Most of the LRG games in my collection are in my collection because they're LRG games, and not so much because I care for the game. However, Iconoclasts I do enjoy quite a bit. It's a pretty interesting platformer with some really nice high quality pixel art graphics, which is really nice. Probably played 5 to 10 hours of this game before dropping it. Don't have much to say about it other than that. The mechanics are really fun. You have a wrench and use the wrench to open doors and attack and all sorts of stuff. So that's a cool game. What is my favorite game? My favorite game is... Well, it's hard to say. It's... You know, I have a bunch of favorite games. I really love all the Fallout games, basically the entire Fallout series I'm a big fan of, as well as the entire Animal Crossing franchise. Love those games as well. So, yeah. I don't know if I could name a favorite, though. Next up, we have Nicalis, or Nicholas, another Nicholas game, however you want to say it. It'll Do 2+. I don't think the first It'll Do is on Switch, which really bothers me that I have the second one and not the first one, but it is what it is. We got the back artwork nice on there. Inside there's a map and of course instruction manual with some inside artwork as well. Typical Nicalis fashion. Lots of stuff. The map is kind of shit. It's like really small and it's like not really a map, it's just kind of like a artwork sort of thing. But I guess it details the areas of the game. I haven't played this game at all. I probably booted it up for 5 minutes. But, you know. So is the way of collecting Switch games. You just keep buying them, and you don't play any of them. Next up, we got a classic. This is an absolute banger of a game. James Pond, codename RoboCod, baby. This is a really fucking terrible 2D platformer from the Super Nintendo Genesis era. And I had to have it so bad. And I never went out to buy it. It's only a $20 game. And then the fantastic man, Just Gimmicks, the wonderful man that he is, he buys me this for my birthday. I was so cheesed. After my birthday party, I immediately scratched out the code. I downloaded it. EB Games exclusive. There is no game card. It says at the top, no game card exclusive included. It's a download code only. I downloaded it right away. Nothing on the inside except warranty and shit. It's basically blank. I had to have it on the shelf. I had to have it right on the shelf. So there it is. I'm really happy to have it. Thank you, Coleman, for picking that up for me. Next up, this is probably one of the must-haves for the Switch. Luigi's Mansion 3. Basically, all the first-party Nintendo games are must-haves, in my opinion. Haven't beaten this one. I do believe Coleman and Rachel beat this one, and you guys really enjoyed it. For me, I have a hard time rating this game super high because they keep releasing Luigi's Mansion, and with every release, it gets farther and farther away from what the original Luigi's Mansion was. But I mean, it's fantastic. Don't think me saying that means I don't like this game one bit. I do love this game a lot. I haven't finished it yet. I'm probably like 75% of the way through this one as well. I might finish it this month because it's Halloween. This game's already a year old. Holy shit. That's kind of fucked. Wow. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3, great game. It's a must-have for the Switch. You gotta get it. If you go to Switch, you don't have it, you gotta get it eventually. It's fantastic. It's excellent. Not much to say about it, though. This is another must-have, of course, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the highest-selling Switch game. Although Animal Crossing may have topped it by now. But as of recently, highest-selling Switch game of all time, and it's not even a Switch game, it's a fucking Wii U game. But I mean, it's still fantastic. It's Mario Kart. Mario Kart's amazing. Mario Kart 8, the best Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8, undoubtedly, is the best Mario Kart. Mechanically. Close second, obviously, being Double Dash. But Double Dash, being older, it hasn't aged as great. Most of the Mario Kart games haven't aged at all. They're just terrible. You play Super Mario Kart, you play Mario Kart 64, you play Mario Kart Super Circuit. They're god-awful. Mario Kart, they only start aging well at the GameCube with Double Dash. And then the DS one's actually quite good. And then the 3DS one, Mario Kart 7. Those are the only good ones. This is the best one, Mario Kart 8. A must-have. You cannot have a Switch. You can't have a Switch and not have Mario Kart. Hold on. My throat is getting parched. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Is this a must-have for the Switch? No, definitely not. However, it gets dirt cheap, so you might want to pick it up anyway. This was my first foray into XCOM. Nothing on the inside, obviously. This is my first XCOM game, baby. I played maybe 2 hours of it. I think it's got to be a must. You think it's a must-own for sure? Really? I don't know. I don't know about this game. I think kids are gonna have a lot of fun with this, which is really interesting because you got the Mario and Rabbids, and baby's first XCOM for sure. But like, it's got to be the right kid. I would say only about half of the kids you would give this to would like enjoy this. I wouldn't. If you gave this to me as a kid, I probably wouldn't like it. But I mean, as a kid, when you only get one game every few months, it's probably you might take your time to enjoy it. It's good. I think the best thing this game has to offer is the graphics. Visually, I think this game is gorgeous. I like looking at it. I like the character models. And it's very creative with the shit they do with the rabbits. If only I didn't absolutely despise rabbits, because I think they're hideous and awful to look at. They're just the most ugly thing that's ever come out of video games, I think. But the game's good. And I intend to finish this one eventually. Only about 2 hours to play. Oh no, James Pond came out of the came out of the 4A. Oh yeah. Alright. Next up, we got the Mario sports games I was talking about. Mario Tennis Aces. Of course, there's the how to play on the inside. This was one of Nintendo's releases where they started releasing games unfinished and then started patching in content and calling it like free DLC basically. When you release a game and it only has half of the intended roster, you can't dull out those characters over 2 years and call it free DLC, free updates. It's bullshit. Just fucking release the characters in the game. Finished product. Just stop. No one's gonna come back every month to fucking play Mario Tennis Aces to get the new character that you get for free because you played the game. You played one fucking match. This game mechanically is fantastic. The mechanics of the game is so good. It's so refined. Fantastic tennis gameplay. But the online is absolute dog shit. The lag is so terrible. It's so terrible. And I know for a fact people use lag switches. Because if you have control of the lag in this game, you have such an advantage. It's absolutely insane. It's just so terrible. It's so unbalanced. The characters, that is, they're so unbalanced. It's just ridiculous, this game. But it's so good. The tennis, there's just like the core mechanic is so refined and fantastic. But like, there's so much wrong with this game. But it's so good. But fuck Nintendo for releasing games unfinished. And what is the story mode? That story mode sucks ass, man. You got fucking Mario on screen and he's got a text box. What about the GameCube, where they had these crazy like movie cinematics? After every mission, you had a cinematic. What is this? You get a fucking text box? Is it Pokemon? The fuck? Nintendo, lazy. Nintendo's so fucking lazy all the time. Lazy ass Nintendo, man. Next up, rants aside, we got a couple fantastic games. Brand new to the collection, just picked up today. The Metro Redux, baby. We got the Metro Redux. I just unboxed this. I opened it up on at the end of the stream I did earlier, the Metro stream I did earlier. These are amazing games. I'm in love with these games through and through. They're so good. Are they the best on Switch? No. But are they playable and enjoyable on the Switch? 100%. If you don't mind playing these games with a controller, get them on the Switch, man. You play them on the go, okay? Don't play it on the TV. Don't put it on the TV, alright? Play it on the go. Handheld mode on the Nintendo Switch, on the Switch Lite. Because they work. They got gyro controls in this shit, okay? You gotta crank the sensitivity up to max. But they got gyro controls, alright? Nothing on the inside, unfortunately. But, man. I bought these just because I'm playing the Redux games on Game Pass. And they just took 2033 off of Game Pass. Or they are taking it off of Game Pass. In like the next week or something. But it's leaving Game Pass. And I don't want to live in a world where I don't own these games in one form or fashion. So I had to get it. This is a $30 game. I paid $25 for this, man. It's crazy. It's a must-have. You gotta have it. Fantastic. Metro Redux. After this stream, we're gonna be playing Metro Last Light also. So stick around for that. When I'm done this, we're jumping into Metro Redux. We're like 2/5 of the way through. Alright. Next up, another LRG release. And we got Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight. Alright. I don't know anything about this game. It's got some, like half has inside artwork. Of course, LRG fashion. Boom. You got a... Oh, you can't really fucking see shit. You got a book. There's a booklet, of course. This is like a 2D side-scrolling hack and slash kind of game. I literally don't know anything about this game. I played like 20 minutes of it. Play is nice. Play is good. It's a good game. It looks beautiful. The art style is fantastic. I'm a big sucker for pixel art graphics, and this has pixel art graphics, and it has fantastic graphics. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's fantastic to look at. The character's design is wonderful. There's like some kind of crazy big demon lady, and she's on the front as well. I don't know. But great game. I assume. I mean, I can't really say if it's great or not. But I own it, and I will play it through one day. We'll see. Next, we have one of my personal favorite indies on the Switch. For sure, without question. Moonlighter, baby. That's right, we got Moonlighter. This is a Merge published game. Merge does nice physicals. Fantastic inner artwork. Very nice. And of course, a fantastic, beautiful game manual with some nice artwork and shit in there. Moonlighter. This is like a mix between I guess I would say like a Harvest Moon type of game mixed with Binding of Isaac. Basically, you own your own shop, and then you go down into these dungeons and you explore these dungeons Binding of Isaac style. And you battle out monsters and you collect up items. And then you leave the dungeon if you live. If you manage to live to leave the dungeon, you come back and you sell all the items you got in your shop. And you set all the prices. You have to look through supply and demand to see like what's in demand, what people want, what people don't want. If it's in demand, you can crank the price way up. If it's not in demand, you gotta lower it down or people won't buy it. There's rich people who will buy shit regardless of price. You upgrade your shops, you upgrade your weapons, you upgrade your armor. There's like 4 different dungeons, I think. Fantastic game. If you really want to, like, it technically has a story and you can beat it. Only it takes about 8 hours from what I understand. But I just have so much fun with the shop work that I haven't gotten to it yet. And I probably have like 15, 20 hours in this game. And I love this game. This is a great game. Oh, love this game. Fantastic game. Absolutely fantastic. Next up, we have a game that's not fantastic, and that's My Time at Portia. Fuck this game. Inside artwork, of course. This is a Team 17. Usually with the Team 17, you'll get the inside artwork with the fucking warranty shit over top. I gotta take some water. This game is so poorly optimized for the Switch. I know of there have been some updates since I've last played it. I don't know if those are optimization updates. I was told to buy this game because it was similar to Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, those types of games. And I bought it, and I don't like it one bit. I hate everything about this game. I hate everything about it. I don't like it one bit. Might be good on PC. My biggest problem with it is probably its optimization of the Switch. It's really bad. But I don't fucking like this game at all. Don't get it. Fuck that game. Next up, we got something near and dear to my heart. Alright. We got the Namco Museum Arcade Pack. Alrighty. We got Pac-Man Championship Edition. We got Pac-Man Versus. We got just normal Pac-Man. We got Dig Dug Splatterhouse. I think I can't even fucking see it. It's so small. The Tower of Druaga, I believe it's called. Tank Force, Rolling Thunder 2, Sky Kid, Galaga, and Galaga 88. I'm a big Namco fan. I grew up playing the Namco Museum games as a kid, and I still love them. Huge disappointment. This collection does not have Mappy on it, which is it's a fucking... How could you? How could you have a Namco Museum without Mappy? What is going through your head, Bandai? You're out of your mind, dude. You can't do that. Put Mappy in here, man. This is really cool because this game offers Tate mode, it's called. And this is some games, they're arcade style games that offer the ability to play them. Instead of playing it like this, you play it like this, because this is how arcade cabinet screens were. So you could play it like this vertically, and it's called Tate mode. And I'm going to talk about that a little more later, because I got another game that, holy shit, look at that. I didn't even notice that. That's like the contacts are fucked. What the hell? What's going on with my Switch? Ah, Jesus Christ. Well, whatever. I'm going to talk more about Tate mode later, because we got more Tate mode coming up. Namco Museum, fantastic. If you like the Namco games, it's pretty good. It's not great because it doesn't have Mappy. It doesn't have Dig Dug 2. But it's got Dig Dug 1. Next up, we got new Super Lucky's Tale. Mixed feelings about this game. I think this is a pretty slick 2D platformer, or 3D platformer, sorry. For being a 3D platformer not made by Nintendo, it still has the Nintendo charm, in my opinion, but it's not Nintendo. It actually has a bit of Rare charm, which makes sense because it's a Microsoft. It was made by I believe a Microsoft studio. Originally, this game came out on Xbox, and it was exclusive to Xbox. I believe it's a first-party Nintendo or Microsoft studio. Kind of reminiscent of the Banjo games for me. I think it's good. What would I rate it? Probably 6.5 out of 10. It's pretty decent. It's super easy, but I mean, it's for kids. I don't know what you'd expect. My biggest problem with this game is the 2D side-scroller levels. Because it's a 3D side-scroller game, it has 3D side-scroller physics. It's not built to be a 2D side-scroller, but it still has 2D side-scrolling levels. And those levels play like absolute dog shit. But other than that, I have no complaints about this game. This game's cute. This game's fun. This game's easy. You can have a good time with this game. You could buy this for a kid, and you'd be like, fuck yeah, this kid's going to dig this shit. And the kid's probably going to dig this shit. Alright? I think the worst part about it is that this franchise is not going anywhere. This is its final release, man, for sure. We are not going to see another new Super Lucky's Tale game. There's not going to be another Lucky's Tale game. It's not going to happen. I guarantee you this does not sell well enough. Next up, oh man, we got a recent fan favorite amongst JRPG fans. Of course, it's Octopath Traveler. Oh, fantastic game. I wish I played more of this. When I started playing it, I played it for like 10 hours. Not 10, I probably played it only 5 hours. I played like 5 hours, and then I moved on to something else. But I absolutely loved what I played, and there's no reason why I won't return and finish the game. So good. Yeah, just like being able to talk to people and like kind of persuade people depending on your character, or stealing from people. I started out as a thief, so I got to steal from everybody, and it was awesome. The combat, the battle system is so fantastic. It's so fantastic. I don't even know what to say about it. I just know that it's fantastic. And I want to play it. But I'm probably not going to. Not for a long time. Very long time. Gonna take a sip. Very good though. You're looking for a JRPG, and like a classic Super Nintendo style. The graphics, oh my god, the diorama style. It works so good, especially on the Switch when you're playing in handheld mode. It's reminiscent of like a 3DS game, where you're the 3D on the 3DS doesn't come out at you. You're diving in. It's not coming out at you. You're going in to see it. Reminiscent of that. It's very fun to play in handheld mode. Next up, this is another new one to the collection. Picked it up just today. Japanese Okami HD. Nice inside artwork. It's actually reversible cover. I actually like this artwork more than this artwork. However, I don't like that the back isn't like a real back cover, and there's no logo on it for rating and all that. Comes with a pamphlet just to tell you about controls and stuff. Now I've gone on record in saying that this game is not appealing to me because the art style is too in your face, and I do still believe that. However, I can't downplay how important this game is to a lot of people and how much some people love this game. So I had to get it. It's dirt cheap. I paid like $20, $25 for it. So I had to pick it up. It had to go in the collection. It's going to get played eventually, and I'm sure I will probably enjoy it quite a bit. So that's Okami HD. Japanese Okami HD, of course. Gotta take a sip. I don't talk this much ever. Especially in the last few days. Excuse me. Next up. Owlboy, baby. Owlboy was probably the first indie game to come to the Switch that I was like super excited for. I could not wait for this to come out. And when it finally came out, I was so jazzed. Excuse me. I wasn't jazzed about this though. No inside artwork for a game with this beautiful of a cover? Are you out of your goddamn minds, Tedesco? What is wrong with you? Oh. Do you have the massive Owlboy book thing? I don't. I was going to buy it. I was like, we had a used one come in the store, and I was gonna buy it, and I bailed out last minute, and then it sold, and I do regret it through and through 100%. I absolutely should have bought it, but I didn't. But I really wanted it, and if I ever get the chance to buy it again at a decent price, I will be. Bet your buttons on it. But let's talk about Owlboy. Owlboy is fantastic. Owlboy is a great 2D side-scrolling platformer. Another one with the classic. You know what though? I'm not gonna call it the classic 2D sprite work, because the art in this game, it is pixel art, but this is the most beautiful pixel art I've ever seen. Hands down, no questions about it. Absolutely gorgeous. Have I beaten this game? Fuck no. What do I look like? Someone who beats games? No. I played 5 hours, and then she went on the shelf, and I played something else instead. I'm gonna beat it eventually. As with, all these games, I'm gonna play them, I'm gonna beat them eventually. Don't worry about it. Super fun. Basically, you're an owl, and you're an owl boy, and you're useless. You yourself, you can't do nothing but fly around. So you make a bunch of friends, and you carry those friends around, and those friends can do things. And that's kind of like a neat take on like learning different abilities, where you don't do anything. You just meet a new friend who can do something. And he does it. Like, you pick up the guy and he shoots. Oh, I can't do nothing but fly around, but now I can fly around while I carry around a dude with a gun. And he fucking blasts dudes. And that's sick. And this game is sick, and I love this game. And I will play it eventually, and I will beat it. Another first-party Nintendo game. Paper Mario Origami King. Fantastic. I gotta pull this one out. Oh my god. Gorgeous inner artwork. what do I think of this game? 5 hours played. Just like every other game that I own, basically. 5 hours played in this game. Give or take. 5 hours is usually an estimate. It's not enough to say that I've played like a couple hours, but it's not enough to say that I've played 10 hours. It's usually in the middle between 5 and 10 hours of games that I drop usually. Good, decent Paper Mario game. It's very bizarre with Paper Mario. It seems like with every new installment, we simultaneously drift further away from what Paper Mario used to be, and yet still kind of hold on to what it was. Well written. You can't play a Paper Mario game and say that it's not well written. The dialogue in these games are always absolutely gut-busting hilarious. Fantastic writing, so funny. There's a lot of satisfying collectibles in this game, I will say, which I do like. And the visuals are stunning. I take some issue with the visuals of modern Paper Mario games. Because the original Paper Mario 1 and 2, even Paper Mario, or Super Paper Mario, it wasn't... The aesthetic was not Paper Mario because everything was made of paper. The aesthetic was Paper Mario because you're reading a book, and the paper aesthetic was there to represent the fact that these characters, that you were reading a story. You're reading a book. But nowadays, it's just like, haha, very funny, I'm made of paper. I am a toad in the water. How does that work? It's fun in its own way, but it's not what Paper Mario used to be. And I think everybody, including myself, is still holding on to what Paper Mario used to be. Because Paper Mario used to be so great. And it's just not anymore. Which is very sad. And it probably never will be again. It's good. It's fine. Should you buy this? Probably. You probably have some fun with this. Should you pay full price? Fuck no. Don't do it. But like, you play it eventually. It's good. It's alright. Moving on. Oh my god. Talk about shit RPGs. Pokemon Sword! Fuck this game. Game Freak are lazy, garbage developers. They don't know how to make games. And they fucking cheap out on everything they do. Where are the Pokemon in this game? Why is it missing Pokemon? Why can't I have all the Pokemon? This game introduced an evolution to my favorite Pokemon who never evolved. And I love that. But it's bad. It's linear as fuck. And I know Pokemon games are historically very linear. I've been playing Pokemon since I was like 7 years old. I understand that Pokemon is a simple, linear RPG for kids. But this? Oh my god. It just takes that to a whole new level of just like dog shit terrible. And it looks bad. Graphically, it looks like shit. You want to play a Pokemon game that looks good? You play like Let's Go. The Let's Go games look fantastic. They look very good. This looks like shit. I like the character customization though. Next up, another LRG release. River City Girls. No, this isn't a hentai game. This is a beat 'em up by WayForward. You probably can't tell, but similar to... You might be able to tell a little bit, maybe not. Similar to Celeste, it's got a metallic sheen on all the pink. As well on the back here. And we open it up, there's a thick book in here, alright? And we'll go to the book in a second. Some nice inside artwork. Basically, you play as these two girls, and these are their boyfriends, and their boyfriends were kidnapped, and you gotta save them. But this book, all right. So we start out the book, right? We got all this shit. I don't know how to show this very well. All this instructions and character coverage and all that shit. And then, but at the back, there's a full manga. Like an actual full manga that you read. And this is why this game is $5 more expensive than every other LRG. Because there's a literal full-fledged manga in the back. Now, what do I think about this game? I think it's really slow and clunky. I don't like slow beat-em-ups. And I know beat-em-ups historically are pretty slow, I think. But this one takes the cake, man. I feel like I'm walking through fucking concrete. Wet concrete when I play this game. And it's lame. But visually fantastic, stunning game. The concept is fun. I will probably still play it and finish it one day. I'm just waiting for them to put the Simpsons arcade game on the Switch. That's the beat-em-up I want to play. Alright. Next up. Oh, yeah. Another one of my first dives. Not first dives, really, but an earlier roguelike. Also another limited run game. Rogue Legacy. One of the 2D side-scroller roguelikes that came out. LRG release, like I said. Open it up, of course. Inside artwork. You got a booklet. Typical LRG, that's how she goes. Some artwork on the back. I really, really like this game. This game was free on PlayStation Plus like 6 or 7 years ago, probably. And that's how I was introduced to it. And I played so much of it on PlayStation that when I saw that this was being ported over to Switch physically, I had to have it. I had to have it. And I have it. I keep it on me. I have my Switch case. There's like 26 games or something in here. Of course. Bunch of games. When I leave the house with my Switch, this comes with me. And this is one of the games that's in here. Definitely one of those games that if you're going to buy it, and you just want to buy it to play it, get it digitally, because this thing, I mean, you can't buy this anymore, unless you go on eBay and pay exorbitant amounts for it. But you get this digitally, and you keep it with you on your Switch downloaded. Oh my god, you're going to have a hoot and a holler. Crazy time. Next, what do we have? Oh, okay. Rune Factory 4 Special Edition. This one's fairly recent to my collection. I bought this around March. It came out just before Animal Crossing did. We opened it up. We got a nice, thick instruction manual. And it's a full-blown instruction manual with some nice artwork on the inside as well. This is made by the people who made the original Harvest Moon games. Now known as Marvels, I think, is how that works. Or Xseed, one of those two. Basically, the company Natsume now is not Natsume that it used to be, that made these games, or that made the Harvest Moon games. This is made by the original creators of the Harvest Moon, as far as I'm aware. The original, like, first Rune Factory game, I think, actually says A Fantasy Harvest Moon under the title on the cover. Good game. Great game. This is just a straight port of the 3DS version. So the graphics kind of suck. Visually it's not good to look at, because it's just up-resed fucking 32-bit textures. I didn't play much of this game. I do want to get into it eventually, and I think if I just sat down and I played it, I would get into it. But I have not given the chance to get into it yet. Basically just Harvest Moon, but it also has like dungeon exploring and combat. But it's like weak, not interesting combat. Yeah, interesting. Haven't played much of it. Next up, we got a weird one that I know almost nothing about. Salt and Sanctuary. Oh shit, there's thick books in here. It's soundtrack download. Anyone wants to download the soundtrack, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. Some nice map work in the back there. This is a 2D side-scrolling game. This a lot of people call Dead Cells like a 2D Dark Souls. But this is probably more deserving of that comparison. It's a lot darker and grittier and really disgusting to look at. The graphics are like ugly in like a way that there's like it seems like they're supposed to be ugly and look gross. The combats have decent, but I haven't played too much of it to make a real judge of it. I paid like $10 for this game, if that. So there are some games here that are only here because they're cheap, and that's just the way it is. That's the way it goes sometimes. All right. What do we got next? Next up, I own this. I didn't know I owned this. The Sega Genesis Classics. I didn't know I had this. I don't remember buying this. I remember wanting this. There's nothing in there. Cool, man. I had no idea. This is just sitting on the shelf. 50 games, man. Over 50 classic games. I've had 50 games and I didn't even know. Cool. I have nothing to say about it. Next up. I almost don't want to show this one. Because there's going to be harsh judgments rained cast down upon me. It's Peach Ball, baby. Senran Kagura, Peach Ball. Look at that. Oh, what the fuck? We got a booklet. We got a booklet in here with some art. Oh, shit. Some big ass titties hanging out, man. Big ass titties everywhere, dude. With some girls and some fucking kitty cat's lingerie. Alright. Listen. What do we got? What is this? This is stickers, I think. I got stickers too. There's some stickers with the big tits hanging out on some stickers. This is good pinball, man. The pinball, it's a pinball game. As you can see, the cart isn't in there because I do, in fact, take this game with me everywhere I go. Because you never know when you want to play some big kitty cat titty girl pinball. Okay? Almost seems like a terrible idea to keep that on my person, to be honest. If I got into a car accident and they saw, oh, he's got fucking Peach Ball, they wouldn't save me. The jaws of life are coming out of the fucking truck, buddy. Oh, boy. It's good pinball, though. Alright. Put everything back in. Keep those stickers in pristine condition. Next up, we got a fun one. This is a fun one, for sure. It's Shakedown Hawaii, baby. V-blank. Fantastic. Open it up. We got artwork. And we got a fucking instruction manual, okay? Got a fat dude. This is one of the few games that I own that I've actually beat. I finished this game. Not only did I finish this game, I 100%ed this game in 3 days. I absolutely love this game. It's a top-down Super Nintendo style GTA game. But you're like a rich dude. You're a rich man, and your businesses are dying. So you have to find a way to evolve your businesses and take over this Hawaiian island. And by the end of the game, if you 100% this game, you literally own every piece of property on the island. And there's something very satisfying. It's almost like a tycoon game. It's actually very tycoony. It's like GTA with tycoon mechanics, okay? This is an awesome game. This game is actually getting a Wii and Wii U physical release. And I will be buying both of them. Because it's a Wii U releases. What? In 2020? Probably won't come till next year, actually. 2021 Wii U game? They're not even making Just Dance anymore, and they're gonna put fucking Shakedown Hawaii on the Wii? Yeah, I want it, okay? This game's awesome. If you can get this on the eShop, I don't know how much it's on the eShop. I would probably assume this is like a $15, $20 game. Even at that price, I think you're gonna get your money's worth. If you can get it on sale, oh my god, do it. All right. This is the sequel, actually, to Retro City Rampage, if you know that game. An NES-style top-down GTA game. That game's awesome, too. If you haven't played that, play it. It's very hard to get physical on Switch. You're spending a couple $100 for that one. But you can buy it digitally for like $5, probably. And I definitely recommend it. I gotta take a sip. We got another LRG release. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. I can't lie, I was intrigued by its titties. But it's also a T-rated game, and there's like the tits go wild in this game. I actually have the collector's edition. What really drove me to buy this is the collector's edition, and you can't really. Oh, you can't see it at all. Never mind. Basically, the collector's edition came with a faux Game Boy Color cartridge in a full Game Boy Color box. I'm just gonna grab it. I have to show it off. You can't talk about Shantae Pirate's Curse if you're not gonna show off. If you're not gonna show off the GBA cartridge, all right. So basically, the collector's edition of the game came with this. Is this? It's a full, like, Game Boy Color style box, and it comes with the cartridge for the game. It comes with a fake cartridge. Now, the PCB in there is literally just a piece of cardboard. But it comes with a cartridge. And that is so sick. It comes with a stand as well. So if you want to display the cartridge on its own, you can stand it right up. That's awesome. That's really what drove me to buy this game, was the faux cart. I'm a huge sucker for shit like that. So, Shantae Pirate's Curse. Good game also. Actually, good game. I played probably, typical 5 hours, give or take. Enjoyed it quite a bit. This is one of the Shantae games with the 16-bit style pixel graphics. Obviously, I'm a sucker for that shit as well. So, that's a nice release. You can't really see it. There's also a Shantae poster in the closet. You see it sometimes. Next up, we have Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. This guy's got Shovel Knight, as well as the what is it called? Shovel of Hope, the Plague of Shadows. Can't read this. It's too small. It's got all the DLC. Okay, it's got all the Shovel Knight DLC, and it has Shovel Knight Showdown. I thought this was gonna have Shovel Knight Dig, but it doesn't. I'm really disappointed about that. Shovel Knight Dig isn't even out yet, which is a huge bummer. Nice, simple inside artwork. Shovel Knight there, the campfire. It even has the spine writing, which is nice. This is published or distributed straight through Yacht Club Games, which is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. But the Shovel Knight games are just, oh my god, so good. All right. Amazing 2D side scroller platformer, whatever you want to call it. I actually have the full series behind me of Shovel Knight Amiibo. I got the gold, the regular Shovel Knight, and the 3-pack that launched, I think, alongside this. Maybe not. So good. Next up, another game that I bought mostly because I got it really cheap. I probably paid like $12 or $15 for it. Civilization 6. Now, I like Civilization. Do I like playing Civilization on Nintendo Switch? Not really. I want to play this on PC. But it's in the collection because I got it dirt cheap. Obviously, fucking bone white in there. Absolutely nothing. We do have a little pamphlet. It's just warranty information. I do keep this cartridge on me in case, for whatever reason, I feel the need to start a Civ campaign. But yeah, man, if I want to play Civ, I'm gonna do it on PC. It's just the way it is. Why I don't want to play it on Switch. All right. If you want to, more power to you, but not me. But I have it. If I do ever want to. Next up, gotta take a sip. This is another merge release. And I actually put this one... I kind of lumped this one in with... what the fuck is that game called? With Moonlighter. I lumped this one in with Moonlighter. It's Sparklight. It's another roguelike. Basically plays like Binding of Isaac. I mean, it's all outside, I guess. And it does have a progression system. But visually, very similar to Moonlighter. Mechanically, also very similar to Moonlighter. The way it plays is basically identical to the way Moonlighter plays in terms of its combat. Very fun. What did I pay for this? 40? I probably wouldn't pay $40 for this. I'm sure you can get it digitally $5 on sale or something like that, which I definitely recommend. Super fun roguelite. And I have a little headcanon, you know, it takes place in the same universe as Moonlighter. And I love Moonlighter, so love to see that as well. Splatoon 2. I have the I don't know what the name of this edition is. It's like the guide edition or something. Basically, this is a like a second launch or post launch version of the game that came with like a guidebook. So it has fancy artwork on the back, and they did this for Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild as well. And you will see I have those versions of Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild as well. So I have like the full set of these special edition ones. Inside artwork, of course. Luckily, we're not getting instructions. We're getting nice actual artwork, and that's nice to see. Halloween Splatfest coming up. Coleman, Rachel, I don't know if you guys want to jump in on that. I know every time there's been a Splatfest in the last fucking 6 months, we've said we got to get in on it, and then I don't know if I'm pretty sure you guys played one of them, but we don't really hop in. I think we should. Missing an ESRB logo. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I mind it though. Especially if it means I get this fantastic back work. I like that. What do we got? Oh, okay. SpongeBob. Rehydrated, baby. Battle for Bikini Bottom. First of all, who the fuck? Who did that? Who did this spine? You look at any other Switch game. The spine. Can't even fucking tell. Spine's all caps, man. The spine is all caps. Okay? Why is this lowercase? Why is there lowercase letters on the spine of this game? Second of all, this isn't a good game. A lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for this game. I don't. I have nostalgia for the SpongeBob movie game on GameCube, which I think came out like 8 months after this game came out. After the original version of this game came out. Or vice versa, something like that. This game, not good. Don't like it. Nothing in there. It's dirt cheap though. I paid $15 for this game. So, it's in the collection. I'll probably play through it in its entirety at some point. Just to get it out of the way off the backlog, but... No. I'm sorry I bought this for your birthday, Coleman. I'm sorry that I cast this game upon you, okay? I gotta take a sip. Next up, we got Starlink. Graphically, very impressive game. I can't believe that this game looks as good as it does on Switch. But Toys to Life, guys? Really? When did this come out? 2018? Toys to Life? The only thing you have to sell this game is the Star Fox DLC and the fucking R-Wing toy that it came with. And you can't even get that shit on the PS4 or Xbox One versions. What's going on? Why would you do this? Just give us a fucking Star Fox game. Well, you didn't have to do this. Ubisoft, I fucking hate you. Used to be my favorite, man. I can't believe this. Fucking Starlink. What do we got next? Story of Seasons. Friends of Mineral Town. Oh my god. Fantastic inside artwork. Absolutely adorable. Nice instruction manual. Nice and thick with big art. Oh, there's a fucking comic at the end too. I didn't even know that. Now listen. I didn't play Harvest Moon as a kid. My first real foyer... Is that the right word? My first experience with a Harvest Moon type game that really impacted me was with Stardew Valley. I bought this because a lot of people said Friends of Mineral Town, one of the best Harvest Moon games. You know, once you played Stardew Valley, you can't go back to a Harvest Moon. Yeah, Stardew Valley, you want to play a Harvest Moon game? Just play Stardew Valley, alright? This? Nah. Don't play it. Just play Stardew Valley. It's okay, though. It's also not a full price release, which is nice. And they introduced being gay. Couldn't do that in the original. We got a special on this now. This one this one is special. We got Super Cane Magic Zero. Alright. Let's just get a close-up look at what we've got going on here. Look at that. Alright. This is technically a Japanese release. But you'll see, where's the Japanese? There isn't any fucking Japanese. You open it up and it's empty. There is a slip in here with some kind of a download code that unfortunately I can't use because this is Japanese. This pamphlet with this download code, that's Japanese. Now, what do it... I don't even know how to describe this in the slightest. It's so weird, and it's so outrageous and bizarre. The closest thing I can compare this to is like Newgrounds games from like 2004, 2005, like Flash games. That's so weird. It's like, it's an adventure game though. It's like a Zelda game meets a Flash game from Newgrounds. You can like eat everything. Like I'm pretty sure I ate a mini fridge in this game and I got sick. We got Tom in chat. Let's go. Welcome to the chat, Mr. Pop Pop. We're talking Switch games. Almost done. And then we're going into Metro. Alright. Super Cane Magic Zero. This has to be on the shelf of every Switch collector. Without question. You gotta get this one. It's gotta be there. It's something else. It's something bizarre. It's so bizarre. The guy, he's got a cane that's rainbow. And a sword made of cactus. And there's like purple Marge Simpson with a mustache. And the Great Deku Tree. If he was a pine tree. Tom's been thinking and drinking. Tom, what else is new, buddy? Something special. It's got to be in the collection. Next up. Oh, man. We got a fantastic compilation here. Oh, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. And of course, we got 2 copies. Alright. This copy, sealed, pristine condition. Also inside of a plastic protector. to keep it as fresh as can be, so that in 30 years, I can sell this sealed. I can get it VGA graded and sell it for 1,000 smackaroonies. Alright? Oh my god. 2 copies. This is the one I play. This is the one that stays. Alright? That's fantastic. We love to see it. I don't even want to talk about them. You know about them, alright? Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, Mario 64. Don't even get me started, alright? Let's go. Super Mario Maker 2. It's not as good as the first one in many ways. Some ways it is better than the first one. But the creativity's gone. Where are the mushrooms? Why can't I become a Duck Hunt Dog? Why can't I be Captain Falcon? The levels you can make are far better though. I can't deny that. We got slopes and water and all that shit. But they took out the best part of the first one, which was the mushrooms. The amiibo mushrooms, whatever, the special costume mushrooms. They took them out. Although in this one you could like become Link, and he has like Link's powers, and that's pretty cool. Super cool. But it's not the same. It's not the same. Inside artwork, of course. Boom. How fantastic. And I did actually buy the one that comes with the extra year. I'm set for Switch Online for like till like 2022. I'm pretty sure my subscription to Switch Online ends in September of 2022. I'm set for 2 more years still. What do we got next? Have we gone into Bayonetta yet? I don't even have Bayonetta. Tom, what are you talking about Bayonetta for? I don't have Bayonetta. I don't have Bayonetta. I'm sorry. We could talk about Bayonetta if you want to talk about Bayonetta. What's there to talk about Bayonetta? I've never played Bayonetta. I don't know about it. We gotta do something about the music. Well, we've gone through the Mulchadoma too much. Music's gotta change. I like this song. How do I put this song in? I don't want to hear the whole album though. Tom, you got something to say about Bayonetta, you just say it. Alright. We got Super Mario Odyssey. Must have, come on. And of course it has the nice artwork on the back from the guide edition or whatever. Bayonetta 2 is amazing. You picked it up at your local PNP Games? Is that right? So you fucking... We already talked about it. Where is it? I was standing in front of you when you bought this game. And you didn't even frickin' say hello. What the heck? How could you do this, Tom? I don't know what you look like, Tom. I ain't never seen you before. Mario Odyssey. Must have. It's got the lyrics to the Jump Up Superstar. Alright. I think that was you that bought Luigi's Mansion. Actually, I don't remember. Another must-have on the Switch. Super Smash Brothers. Minecraft Steve? Yeah. I think so. Put him on the cover. Slap him over top of Mario. Get him on there. This is... I don't even have to say it. Must have. Come on. You don't have Smash Bros? What are you doing? You're out of your gourd. Greatest crossover in history. Are you kidding? This is the police. Interesting game. Yeah, you're a policeman. I think you're a dispatcher You play as a police dispatcher, and it's kind of like a point. It's like a choose your own adventure book. You make decisions. There's a crime. You send police, and then it says, "Oh, looks like guy has a gun. How do we approach?" And you say, "Fucking blast him." All right. Interesting game. I'm waiting on a copy of This Is a Police 2. I want the second one. There's two of these games, and I want it. I want the second one. Can't find it. There's no inside artwork, if that's what you're wondering. One of my most favorite roguelikes of all time. This War of Mine. Oh my god. No inside artwork. How disappointing. This has all the DLC. Not great to play on the Switch. I'd rather play this on PC, as I do. But I bought this game on a whim. I played it on PS4 a few years ago because it was free. And I wasn't really into it. I didn't like how it controlled. But I picked it up again on a whim on the Switch. And I experienced mechanics that I didn't know existed in this game. Like, everything you do in this game has consequences. I was playing. I needed some supplies. My guys were hungry. We didn't have any ammo to protect ourselves. So, I go to a house where an old couple lives. And, old defenseless. Who cares? We go in. My one guy goes in, right. And I'm looking around and I'm taking some supplies. And then I'm heard. The man of the house hears me. And he comes up and he's coming to kill me. He's trying to find me. And I hid behind the door. And as he walked past me, I fucking stabbed him in the neck. I killed the man. And then his wife saw me, and his wife goes, "Oh shit, don't hurt me." And I was like, "What do you mean don't hurt you? You just witnessed me kill your husband. I have to kill you." And I ran upstairs and I killed her. That's what you do in any game. You're spotted by the enemy, you wipe them out, right? And my guy goes back to the house. Mental breakdown. He couldn't believe what he did. He had all these supplies, but he lost his mind because he fucking killed 2 old people. He couldn't believe he did that. He was so heartbroken. After a while, he literally broke mentally. I couldn't control him anymore. I couldn't play as him. I had to get my other characters to take care of him because he was so damaged by what I had made him do. And to have a game that values your enemies the way that game does, I was like, holy shit, this is so good. Couldn't believe it. This War of Mine. Maybe don't pick it up on Switch, but pick it up. Alright, you know what I'm saying? Next up we have a weird one. Tiny Barbarian DX. Tiny Barbarian DX. Another Nicalis game. Nicalis. I prefer to say Nicalis. I don't like saying Nicholas. I'm gonna just say Nicalis. I don't think there's any more Nicalis games in the stack, so it doesn't really matter. Tiny Barbarian. Oh shit. These Nicalis books come out so heavy. Nice, thick, heavy art book. There's like a comic in there and explanation and shit. Reversible cover, as you usually see with the Nicalis games. This is a fun game. It's like 16-bit graphics. It's very simple, but it's a fun game. A simple 2D side-scroll and hack and slash type of game. Is it spectacular? No, but I mean, it's not made to be. I believe this game, I paid $7. I paid like $8 for this game. What a steal for a Switch game. Are you serious? It's crazy. Pretty good. Yeah. We're coming down to the wire. We're almost done the main games. And then we have fun ones to look at. I have hiccups. My prized possession games. Oh my god, hiccups now. And then it's Bayonetta, and then it's Metro time. All right. Next up, we have Undertale. Oh shit! I completely forgot that it's got this whole ass book in here, with the gold spine. My God, I don't know if I've ever opened this, and I don't want to. I don't want to crease it. That's beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Gorgeous. The inside's kind of boring, but also I have coupon codes for, like, buying shit on Fangamer. This is another Fangamer release. Undertale. I played Undertale originally on PC about 5 years ago. I paid like $2 for it on Steam, and I'll tell you what, I didn't have a good time. But on a whim, I purchased the Switch version. And I played it start to finish. Took me about 8 hours. By the end, I was so filled with emotion. I actually really want to get a tattoo, an Undertale tattoo. I want to get it on the back of my leg, and I just want the quote, despite everything, it's still you. From the end of the game, when you come back through Toriel's house and you look in the mirror. And you look in the mirror, you look at yourself, and you say, despite everything, it's still you. And that line really resonated with me. Because, you know, in life you go through just about everything that's awful. But you're still yourself as long as you make it through. And that really stuck with me. So I want to get that tattooed. And I adore this game, and I love it very much. And I'm very happy to have it physically on Switch. I don't think I got the true pacifist ending, but I got an ending I was happy with, at least. So I don't know. It was fun. Good game. Fucking excellent game. This is a 10 out of 10 to me, to be honest. No, I can't 10 out of 10 it. I'm sorry. It's a 9 out of 10. That's what it gets. 9 out of 10. But I mean, games, I have to give it credit though. Like, games don't move me usually. I was brought to tears. Games don't do that to me usually. Next we got, a fantastic new edition. Untitled Goose Game by House. Oh my God. I'm so happy to have this in the collection finally. I've held out on this game for so long. It's gone on sale for $2, $5 on the Sushi Shop. And I passed up on it because I knew there was a physical coming and I had to wait for it. Of course, on the inside, it's fucking blank for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. But it's got a bunch of paperwork in here, alright? We have the No Goose sticker. I'm putting this on my car. I just need to find the spot for it. We have Plaza World of Items Spring and Summer Catalog. This is like a fucking... Like, it tells you about all the items that's in the game. But it's like set up as like a shopping catalog, like some Sears shit. And that's adorable. And it comes with a big map. And let's get this unraveled here, people. It's outrageous. What do we got? Come on. I'm not good with maps, apparently. Beautiful artwork. I'm probably going to frame this. And put it up next to my Stardew Valley map, to be honest. Because it's about on par. It's really nice. I played about an hour, maybe, of the game. Not too much, unfortunately, just yet. Is this how it folds? I don't fucking care. Oh, it's definitely not how it folds. I haven't played too much of it, unfortunately, just yet. But it's gonna happen, alright? I'm telling you. It's gonna happen, I'm gonna play through it, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it. That's how it goes. I fixed it. I love the catalog, it's so good. And of course, stickers going on the car. We're down to 4 more games, and then we got a special pile. Next up, we got Wargroove. This is the deluxe edition for Wargroove. This is the Chucklefish game. And Chucklefish, we don't really like Chucklefish these days. Chucklefish is really awful to their employees, from what I understand. but they put out some good stuff. I mean, that's not an excuse. I bought this before I knew that Chucklefish was awful. Okay, just disclaimer. And I mean, they put out Stardew Valley. Not that they made it or anything, but that's all besides the point. We open it up and it comes with a bunch of shit. Basically, spiritual successor to Advanced Wars. This game is basically if you took Advanced Wars and you took the original Fire Emblem games and combined them, this is what you get. You get Wargroove. It's amazing. It has a full like game builder. You can create your own entire campaigns in this game, and people can download them and play them online, and that's sick. We have a strategy manual. It's so dense. It tells you about all the different dudes. I don't know. All the different dudes. What's in here? Sticker pack. I don't know if I like the game enough to put the stickers of the characters on anything. But sticker pack. And then digital soundtrack. If someone wants a fucking Wargroove digital soundtrack, there you go. Enjoy that. You actually thought Wargroove was lacking, believe it or not. Really. In all fairness, I've only played about 2 hours. But I can understand if you thought it was lacking for sure. Get in there. I want to go back and play it. The fact that units have no interaction with each other, that's fair. Yeah. Like I said earlier with Fire Emblem, I'm not a big Fire Emblem fan these days. Don't level up either. Yeah. I think it pulls that more from Advanced Wars. I think Advanced Wars was more like that, in where you basically just have an army of troops and you're not like individual characters sort of thing. So I think it takes more from Advanced Wars than it does Fire Emblem. But if I'm honest, I'm gonna play Wargroove over Three Houses any day for sure. Next up, Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. This is more so just for the collection. Of course, she's fucking empty inside. I do have it. I keep the cartridge on me. This is more so just for owning it, though. Just for the collection. Made by the original creators of Fallout 1 and 2. This is the game they wanted to make when they made Fallout 1 and 2. A sequel to the 1990s. It came out in the 1990s, I think. Maybe even the 80s. It was on MS-DOS. The original Wasteland 2 was the original Wasteland, I believe, was on MS-DOS. And basically, the people who made Fallout, who made this game, the first Fallout 1 and 2, they wanted to make a sequel to that, and they couldn't get the rights to it. So they made this game instead. Well, they made Fallout instead. And then they made this game, finally, because they made Fallout. And then they're like, oh yeah, you could do it then. That's okay. So now they made this. And Wasteland 3 just came out fairly recently. Coleman's loving Wasteland 3. I'm trying to get Coleman to stream Wasteland 3, because I want to see that. I myself will eventually play Wasteland 3, just not yet. It's on the docket, though. It's on Game Pass. I have it installed. But Wasteland 2, mostly for the collection. I don't know why I keep the cartridge on me. I'm probably going to have to review the cartridges that I keep on my person. 2 more to go, and then we got Fallen Ones. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I picked this up today. Beautiful artwork inside. I played the original Xenoblade on the 3DS, and I didn't like it particularly too much, but I think I was maybe reviewing it a little unfairly for one reason or another, because the entire world seems to agree that it's a fantastic series of RPGs, and this one is, well, not as good as the first one, maybe, people say. Still very good. and it's very hard to find. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 these days is very hard to find. Stores won't really stock this on the shelf too much. So when it came down, I was like, I gotta pick it up. I gotta get it. So I picked it up. Eventually, we'll play it. We'll pop it in. And you know what? I'll probably like it. Let's see. But excited about that. Finally, last but not least, this is of the general collection. We got Breath of the Wild. What? Must have, baby. We got the nice, fucking, what do you even call these? I haven't played these games in so long. The Guardian. Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing. Fantastic, obviously, inside artwork. Nice Guardian artwork on the back. This is from the Explorers Edition. No ESRB, just like the Mario Odyssey and the Splatoon. Really nice, clean. Breath of the Wild, if you don't own Breath of the Wild, but you have a Switch. Come on. What? Your disappointment. It's a must-have. That's the main collection. Now we gotta talk about the games that I keep separate from the main shelf of Switch games. And that is my collection of my special reserve games. Now we're going top to bottom, smallest to biggest boxes. So we're starting off with these guys, these four. And these four are the limited run versions of the special reserve releases. So they're still special reserve, but they're also LRG, but they're not really LRG. They are special reserve. It's kind of confusing, but that's what we've got here. So first of all, Coleman's all-time favorite, one of Coleman's all-time favorites, Enter the Gungeon. I love this art. I love this cover. It's so good. I really wish I had the Meat Boy physical, because the Super Meat Boy is basically the same thing, but it's got Meat Boy's face instead, and they look really good side by side. Inside, they've got the couple of the stickers here. I've actually used some. I put them on my PC. Download for the OST, and instructions to fold up the Bulletkin, which I have done already, and he's on. It's over there, back there with my Shovel Knight amiibo. Inside artwork's really good, and just like every special reserve game as well, the title is still on the spine, which is nice. So we'll put all this stuff back. I don't keep this cartridge on me because I actually own this game digitally, which everyone should own digitally. If you don't own Enter the Gungeon, you're living your life incorrectly. Enter the Gungeon. Let's see a Gungeon stream one day. You want me to put this on stream? I'll stream some Gungeon. I'll stream Gungeon. I might be a little embarrassed because I'm nowhere near as good at Gungeon as you are. But Gungeon can happen on stream for sure. It's Gungeon. You gotta own Gungeon. Just fucking buy Gungeon. Like, this is S tier. This is S tier roguelike. Get it. What are you doing? Gungeon's gotta happen. Gungeon will happen. Gungeon will happen. We'll get Gungeon happening. Next up, we got Minute. Inside, as well with special reserve games, you'll usually get these thick books. And it's got the dog. That's Sarge. The big Great Pyrenees? No, Burmese. Big sticker sheet. I've actually used a bunch of them. Typically, I don't use these stickers, but these are games that I really like, and I like the art style. The inside artwork is so good. I'm in love with the inside art of this game. The back is nice. The front is nice. Basically, Minute is a monochromatic adventure game. It's probably closest. The closest relation would probably be to the original's top-down Zelda games. But basically, you only have 1 minute to do what you want to do. So what your progress stacks, but you reset every minute. I've never beat this. I haven't really come close. It's a trial and error. Basically, it's just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of trial and error. I will finish this game eventually, though, because it's very good. And I actually really like the art style. It's super simple, like 8-bit graphics. Everything's just black and white. But it's really good. Love this game. This one, unfortunately my Gungeon's not numbered. However, I think the rest of these are. My friend Pedro's not. This is number 1608 out of 3,350. I don't know if you can see that. But these are super limited. Like, there's only 3,000 copies of this game. And I have number 1,608 right there. And then we've got Messenger. Amazing Ninja Gaiden style 2D side scroller. Incredible soundtrack. The story is so. I mean, the story. I don't know if I'd say the story's phenomenal, but the story is so fun. It's a fun story. Again, another big, thick book. I got sticker sheet as well. I used one of them. Of course, another big instruction booklet with the artwork. Nice artwork on the inside. This is a must play for sure if you're into side scrollers. Absolutely phenomenal, and the writing is so good. This is like Paper Mario levels of good writing. The characters are so well written. It's amazing. My friend Pedro is next. Oh wait, this one is number 3,845 out of 800, or out of 8,500. So not as high as a number, but also not as limited of a print. So, but still good, still good. Next is my friend Pedro. Don't care for this game much. I know a lot of people really love this game. I think playing it on Switch tainted my experience a little bit. I think I would have a better experience if I played it on PC. I think playing with a controller is a detriment to this game, unfortunately. But I did buy it because it's a special reserve release. And because I was late to the game with limited run, I will not be missing out on special reserve games. So I bought it. My friend Pedro. I'll probably play it on PC one day, and I'll probably like it a lot more on PC. I just think the controls are, with the controller, I don't think they work as well. It has like a poster that I don't feel like unfolding. Download code for soundtrack, I don't give a shit. And controller or tech decals. I don't. Coleman, do you want these? I know you like this game. I'm sure you're quite sad that I don't like it. But if you want these, let me know. You can have them. You can have what's left of my Gungeon ones too, if you want them. What do we have? There's a bullet cannon, like a vampire bullet cannon guy. I don't know. If you want them, let me know. They're yours. I do not need the decals, but thank you. Okay, I figured. Put all this shit back in here. You do love my friend Pedro. I know you do. I know you do. Throat is upset. Next up, we have the fun ones. Alright? These are the ones that I've ordered straight from Special Reserve. I have a few more coming. I have Carry On coming, which should be here in the next couple weeks. In the next week or two. I also have Gris. I'm very happy to have gotten Gris. And then I got Mother Russia Bleeds. Actually, Mother Russia Bleeds should be the one that's coming soon. I don't think Carry On is coming anytime soon. But what I've got here with me now is the Hotline Miami collection. Look at these boxes they come in. That is gorgeous. It's got their seal pressed in. Goes around the side. Hotline Miami collection. On the back, it's got the logo. And it even has a window to show you the number. Mine is number 1,323 out of 8,000. Super low number for a high number print. Only 8,000 of these things, guys. That's insane to me. and I own one. So really carefully, we'll open it up. On the inside, thank you for supporting independent developers from around the world. I don't know about that. Special Reserve is a subsidiary of Devolver Digital, which, can you even consider Devolver Digital an indie company anymore? I don't know if I can. What is in here? Oh, yeah, a bunch of shit. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. I think that's all of it, actually. So we've got, first of all, this is actually still sealed. The Hotline Miami collection. The cover is just gorgeous. The back with the logo. Fantastic. This is still sealed because a lot of the time with Special Reserve, when you pre-order a game through them, a physical copy of a game, they'll actually send you a digital installation code the day you pre-order. And I mean, the way this works, basically, you pre-order the game, and then like 5 or 6 months later, you get the game. So you're waiting like 6 months to play the game. So what these guys do, they send you a download code with your pre-order confirmation. They're like, here you go play it right now. And then you get it, and you don't have to fucking open it, because they know that it's collectors buying this shit. And collectors don't want to open their games, especially when there's only 8,000 of them. So it's not even open, alright? And they're great games. I played these on Switch. These are games that you should probably play on PC, but they play very good on Switch, and they feel at home on Switch. They also come with these nice lithographs, and they got some shiny on them. Frankly, I'm not a big fan of the artwork. But for what they are really nice. I really like this one. So we'll get this guy put away safely. In you go. In you go, Mr. Hot. Alcohol! We don't need to listen to Method sing about alcohol. And last but not least here, ladies and gentlemen. Last but not least, the Downwell Special Reserve Big Box. Alright? Here it is. Downwell. This is like a $2 game, originally on mobile devices, developed by one man, ex-Nintendo dev. Okay? It's a roguelike. This is one of my favorite roguelikes. I don't think it gets enough love. It's absolutely fantastic. Basically what we've got in here. Come on up. We've got the game, of course, and we'll have a look in a second. We also have the flip grip, and we'll have a look at that in a second. And then there's a book in here too. Thick instruction booklet. Look at that. For this game, you would not expect there to be a book this thick. It's like cardboard. Oh my god, fantastic. It also came with stickers, which I've used most of, I think. So we'll have a look at the game. Awesome, gorgeous monochromatic artwork here on the cover. Awesome art style. If Hades ever gets a physical put me down for one, you got it, buddy. That'll happen. Here we got the inside. Looks good. We got a little merchant in there. I was never that into Downwell. I've played about 5 hours. Yeah. Well, there's only 2 stickers? I guess there's only 2 stickers and I used one of them. I adore this game. I think it's so simple and it's so easy to keep going. In Downwell, you go down a well. That's exactly right. Another instruction booklet. I don't know if these are on par with each other. Like, is this the same thing? It is. So these are like the same things, but this one is like a hard cover, and this one's just like a standard booklet. But what makes this bundle very special, what makes this bundle so special, is gonna be the flip grip, alright? And now, I mentioned earlier, the Namco Museum had the Tate mode, which means you could play a game vertically instead of horizontally with the Switch. And basically what the flip grip does is it offers that possibility. So you take it like this, and you put your Switch in like that, and then the Joy-Cons go on the side, and you play the game. What's happening? Oh, my Joy-Con's fucked up. And you could play your Switch like this, like that, like that. It's just in there. It's locked in, baby. And you can play like arcade rotated style games in this way. And that is so sick. Fangamer sells the flip grip on its own. I think the flip grip is an awesome accessory for the Switch. Fangamer sells the flip grip on its own. However, this variant of the flip grip is exclusive to the Downwell Special Reserve. But the only thing that makes it different is this little red part. It's just on the standard Fangamer flip grip. This little red push here button is I think it's just black instead. But I don't know how it works. I think it's a pull-up thing actually. I have no idea. But that's a flip grip, man. That's sick. There it is. Boom. Love it. So that's my Switch collection. You definitely should try Downwell again. I mean, for $2, it's like, just try it at least. I mean, I guess you already have it, but like to anybody. Also, can we just talk about how this form factor in the Switch would be so nice, like a little Game Boy kind of thing? Be cool. I say to everybody, just try Downwell because it's so cheap. You can get it on sale for like 50 cents. And it's one of my favorite roguelikes for sure. Without question. What is going on here with all these songs here? So that is my Switch collection. Now I have to put these all back. So thanks to everybody who came out and hung out and listened to me run my throat out talking about Switch games. I'm going to kill the stream for like 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to play Metro. We're going to jump back into Metro. I just need to do a bit of cleanup and some prep. 15-20 minutes. Gotta treat my throat apparently. And then we're gonna hop into Metro. I know Coleman and Rachel, and Tom, I guess for that matter, missed the Metro stream earlier. Of course, it is archived on the channel. It is also archived on the YouTube archive channel as well. So that's gonna end this stream. And I'll be back shortly. Like I said, about 15-20 minutes. And we're going to hop into Metro. So thanks for everybody letting me talk about my Switch games, because every once in a while I gotta sit down and talk about my Switch games. So I'll see you guys in a bit.